let's talk about this billion-dollar lawsuit. Let's get started. Okay, so there's this lawsuit happening where sellers have gotten together and they're going after some of the big wigs in real estate. So Realogy, which has a bunch of companies underneath it. They're also going after RE/MAX, Keller Williams. There's some other companies as well. The idea behind it is sellers feel that they're paying a buyer side commission and that's inflating their costs, which means they're losing potential money. And so this lawsuit's been going on. If it does continue, we're talking a lot of money's gonna get paid back. Here's my 2 cents on it. First, technically the sellers aren't paying it, the buyers are. So it comes out of the seller net proceeds, but where's that proceed? Where's the money coming from? Well, it's coming from the buyers. The buyers are funding that money. It's just how it's being allocated. So that's one. Two, and if you watch my quarterly update with John Kim, he brought this up. If you're selling a house and paying buyer side commissions, and then you go buy another house because you gotta live somewhere, arguably, you're just passing it on, right? Because then on that side, they're paying it. So someone's gonna be paying it one way or another. The third thing to keep in mind is, let's say we got rid of the seller side paying for the commissions for the buy side. What does that mean for the buyer's agent? Well, the buyer's agent still needs to get paid. So the options are the buyer can pay, which has its own set of problems, or the lender can finance it, right? Because arguably the lenders are already financing it because it's incorporated as part of the purchase price. Well, that might be hard to get lenders on board. So let's say that's not an option. So let's go with it, buyers pay the buy side commission. Here's the problem with that. The majority of buyers, especially in the more affordable price points, are already struggling with the down payment and closing costs. Now you're asking them to also pay a buy side commission. Some can't afford that, which means they have to do what's called dual agency, where the listing agent represents both sides. The problem with that is now nobody gets representation, because with dual agency, the agent needs to stay neutral. The other issue is, in certain states, California not being one of them, you're not allowed to do dual agency. Everyone needs their own representation, and on a practical basis, that does make sense. If you're a seller, you want your agent representing you, you want the buyers to have their own separate representation. Well, now that might be out the window because the buyer can't afford it. So now we just made the affordability crisis even worse, unless the seller is willing to take a discount to compensate. And if the seller is willing to take a discount, then they're basically netting the same regardless. So at the end of the day, this is kind of a useless lawsuit unless they're really wanting to push for dual agency, which has its pros and cons, and that's going to totally change the game, because really it also does hurt the realtor community, not because they're trying to be greedy, but because now we've actually lost a job. Now we can only be listing agents. We can't do both. We can't be representing buyers and sellers. Love to get your thoughts. Comment below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, follow me. Talk to you soon.